one jelly known as the immortal jelly, and the way that they are thought to be immortal is that they can go from this stage, their adult stage known as the Medusa, and they can actually turn themselves back into the first stage of their life known as the polyp. So then they can just completely restart themselves.
Wow. Aliens.
No, honestly, the more
No, I don't like that. We don't need redos of some people.
Yeah.
If they can Tony Stark that idea, that's not okay.
Now, the more I learn about jellies, the weirder they are. Like,
Are you able to touch here?
Oh yeah, no, you are welcome to touch gentle two fingers if you'd like. Moon jellies are totally safe to touch. Their sting is so weak and their skin is so thick that no harm could possibly.
Wow, go for it, Dev.
Wow, go for it, dear. Why would you submit her to it?
Well, that feels really weird.
French.
It's thicker than I thought it was.
I don't know if I'm touching anything. I don't know.
They are 90 to 95% water, so in
You'll
some
feel
of the
it.
like tentacle-y parts, it can feel like moving.
Mm-mm. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Feel it, Mr. Jeff. You have to touch this one. Here, touch that one. 2 fingers doesn't look like 4 fingers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that at all. Ew, it looks like
Oh,
boogers.
is there a 2-finger rule?
Oh.
Yes,
Oh, I went 4 right away.
Gentle's the most important part.
Okay.
Ew, it feels like snot. Ew, that's
so
gross.
Cool.
Okay, that's a lot worse than aloe vera, like the gel. That's what some people say. Or like touching the top of jello.
I
Okay.
thought it was kind of a nice texture.
Mm-mm. Not if somebody doesn't like texture.
Carter will freak out.
It feels like a cold like egg yolk.
Ooh, I don't like that.
You got your creeps? You got the creeps now?
I like your descriptions. These are
When's the last time you guys touched one of these?
Oh, I touch them at least once a day.
Oh.
Okay,
You
now
don't?
try it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been here.
Okay,
2 weeks.
take your fingers and
Just-
just touch the big one. A nice
I'm
big
just-
one. Right here, look, this
trying
one's
not to think about
all right.
cold egg yolks
You go ahead.
now.
That
Oh god.
what does that feel like?
You can't do that to me.
She has to stay here. She has to work here.
I know. Listen, my coworkers think that I have a thing against mayonnaise.
I mean,
Man's ass over there will eat it like by a spoon just for
Just a full spoon.
no, just to make me gag. Him. Ask him about a tomato. Ask him. Devlin, what's the tomato story?
Oh, he left it somewhere. Oh no, that was my mango.
Dear, what's the tomato story?
I put a tomato in a glass thing with a lid, and I meant to put it in the fridge.
And it got in the top of the counter?
Cabinet, and I didn't find it until like
Months.
4 months
oh, so you
later.
ran a science experiment.
It was like
Oh,
this
oh my-
long,
mm.
just fuzz, like white fuzz.
Okay, so listen, imagine. So look at these, right? It looked like a bowl of that, but thick and solid, fuzzy. And then they said, does it have a smell? I was, I know. But you know what's fun?
Just throw the whole jar away.
Mm-mm, not my family.
Worth cleaning.
My family says, you want some tomato? Stick, because he said, my finger went straight through it.
Why would you touch it?
This moment right here. Do you see the giggles?
What a story.
It's great.
Now you know
Yeah, now you know.
what it feels like.
This feels like cold egg yolks.
That's that scientific curiosity.
Exactly.
You gotta do it at least once.
Okay, some of it's rational, other stuff like touching a molded tomato is just not it.
Oh, but they know how sensitive my gag reflex is, so when they just really want to get on my nerves, anybody want a tomato sandwich? Mm-mm. You know, with extra man's ass. Gets better and better every time. And my coworkers, they found one of the girls, her name is Mary, she found mayonnaise flavored Kit Kats for Halloween. I'm a okay, they're perfect, thanks. I'm trying to be respectful.
We can sometimes see them live for.
How do you know if it's like, are you trying to trick the kids and be
So
like,
all
hey,
of
have a
these
white
are
chocolate
adult-
Well,
the stages of
technically,
jelly life cycle
mayonnaise is like a custard item because it's just whipped egg
kind
yolk,
of like
egg white,
caterpillars and butterflies.
and
They
oil
look completely
is what
different
mayonnaise
depending
is.
on what the stage
Salt.
of their life is. So
You're learning something new today, huh?
this is what we call the
Well,
polyp
sorry.
stage. So when they settle somewhere hard and then kind of
Ostrich.
grow up and
Ostrich
out,
yolks.
this is where it gets extra weird and they actually clone themselves in their
you go
polyp
to BOA?
stage, and then
Yes.
they go
Like,
to their aphyra
She
stage.
On
yes.
Saturday?
Yeah. She goes to Arbor. My little freshman here. She goes to Arborview in Las Vegas, and their team was the only one from Vegas here. And then we went to Flagstaff, SoFi. We're going to St. George the 4th. This whole month, we've been twice a week out of state.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a blast on Saturday.
Yeah. You were there too?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh.
I just graduated from Gar High School, so I
No,
have like
Gar
a whole bunch
was.
of.
That was our.
I'm not sure about this last show though.
No, but they were winning all the awards.
That's true.
Yeah. That's not so nice.
Yeah.
Especially when you travel 12 hours. To,
I get where you're coming from.
to come pet, cold ostrich eggs. Nope.
We're unseated.
Mm-mm. It's okay. Try ramen also. When it's warm, you're like,
Ramen's
Not
good.
ramen. Ramen's sacred.
tentacles.
It's a noodle.
I'm
are
sorry.
the organs?
Trick or treat. Like, trick or treat.
Where are the organs?
Where are these little things?
They have a brain.
Nope.
So then how do they live?
So they don't have like a true brain. They have what we call a neural net. So it's basically, I think of it like putting their body on autopilot. It knows how to respond to cues, whether it be light or chemical cues,
inside of
but
it.
they don't make a single decision, which sounds kind of nice.
Yeah, that's what kind of life I need. Arborview's song is called Vanishing Act. And it's like, this is a vanishing act.
One of the girls lost her flag bag. She posted on her note. She was, my flag bag had the vanishing act.
Waiting for a kiss of a girl. That's gnarly. I could do this all day. 10 out of 10, highly recommend.
Oh, it's like putting one of my stress balls in water.
Yeah, freezing it. Move. So, okay, so do they ever take on any kind of color, like, of their surroundings?
So kind of when they eat food, so like one of the foods that we give them are brine shrimp, and they have a kind of bright orange color. So this one's a good example. Is you can see it's still digesting food inside its stomach, and then the color it'll take on as it's digesting. They don't have veins, but they have what we call radial canals, so you can kind of see as they're digesting their food that you can see the color moving
Yeah, through the lines.
moving through the lines.
Gnarly. What is that?
That, I believe, is a little clump of brine shrimp that they've caught in their tentacles. So they're going to be moving it all the way down until it gets to basically the entrance to their stomach. It's not a true mouth, but...
So, okay. Riddle me this. So the circles are like their digestion system, right?
Yes, they're actually, so they're
What
very...
is this? Is that 2 or 1?
That's 2. So this one up top, and then the bigger guy underneath. So the circles are technically their reproductive organs inside their stomach. So all of their
To-dos
to-dos are
happen in one
place.
spot.
Yeah.
I
Everything
mean,
that
that's
they need
efficient.
to be alive is just all right there.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow.
Oh, look, that one's good.
I can't wait. I can't wait to tell Mary about the man's ass soup. That's going to be so fun. Sorry. Like every time I say it, you're like, oh my God.
Gonna get picked up. My mom's gonna be like, "Hey, how was work today, honey?" And I'm gonna be like,
This lady,
"You see."
I mean,
No, I learned something new today, and that's my favorite part of my job.
yeah, that it looks like ostrich eggs insides, I'd imagine.
I'd imagine.
Just like the white part of an ostrich egg,
yeah.
but like frozen.
Yes. No, I can see that. A little bit of extra texture to it.
See, we didn't. There you went left.
I'm sorry.
That's where we're not okay anymore. We were friends. Excuse me. Are they bioluminescent?
They are not. So they are essentially transparent, so they can kind of take on the light around them. It's cool because if you like ever have moon jellies at home, you can actually put them in pets. Like you can change. You can keep moon jellies. It's an expensive hobby, but I had a friend who had moon jellies. It's just that it is expensive to upkeep because you need a very specific
pH
kind of tank to do it. You typically get what we call a chrysal, which is essentially just a cylindrical tank because they are such poor swimmers. They can get stuck in corners really easily, so you either need to have a circular flow or you need to have some sort of curvature to the tank to it. And the problem is the moon jellies you're usually buying because like here we breed them because we have a whole operation and lab behind the scenes. You're not usually able to do that at home. So then you have to buy new jellies every like 3 to 6 months. So it's just a very constant cycle.
That's better than houseplants.
That's true. That's true.
I would definitely dig with some.
Don't look at me like that. Go on. I'll plug my ears. Go on, say
How
it.
would someone get a moon jelly?
You have to order them
How old are you?
usually online from like specialty fish
You're like 18,
stores.
right? You're 18?
Yeah.
Keep walking.
Huh?
Keep walking.
Oh God.
I have the car.
All right, cool. So you graduated high school.
Yes.
Okay. My back, by the way, it says "kiss my ass" and like it looks like a totem of a vine. And like everybody's like, "You're so nice." I'm like, "Yeah, no." All right. So this looks like. Say you had a pipette. Of.
I know where this is going.
I do too.
Yeah.
Of let's say Biochem 224. The somatospores and the what is it? Where you get your phenotypes and
Genetic material.
yep. Mm-hmm.
Go on.
It looks like individual large like turkey baster. I prefaced it.
Well, I knew where it was going, and yet at the same time, I wasn't prepared.
You're like, okay, all right, we got this, we can handle it.
No.
Mm-mm.
How long
This
did
is
they
some
live?
serious, like, this is like,
A couple of hours, if that. Yeah, and quite honest, like they'll technically still be alive, but their chance of recovery after a long time out of water is very low.
What about the immortal ones?
The immortal ones still can't really survive outside of water. Those ones will need to be, basically, because they're 90 to 95% water, they
Need it.
They need the water to have their cell structure exist.
okay, I'm gonna make a PG one.
Oh, great.
They're like Orbeez.
They are like Orbeez.
It's an Orby orgy. Ha!